Take Paws has been made possible by support from the following Community Foundation of Broward funds. And by Broward County Animal Care and Adoption, where you can adopt a new best friend for life.
Hi there, I'm Mike Moscatello and you're watching Take Paws, a show about adopting and caring for all the great pets that add a little bark or meow to our lives. I'm here today with Jessie, and Jessie is just one of many great shelter pets that sure would like to become part of a family like yours. If you decide it's time to adopt a new pal, it's important to understand the realities and responsibilities that go along with new pet ownership. A kitten like Jessie here doesn't just require a litter box and cat food. There's going to be startup visits to your family veterinarian, kitten-proofing your home, special dietary needs, and more. So, when you head into your local shelter and fall in love with that special tabby or calico or beautiful gray and white kitty with bright shiny eyes, oh, remember the advice that Dr. Frank is about to give. Oh, what a nice pussy cat.
What could be more fun than owning a new kitten? Before adopting a new kitten, we want to make sure that we're aware of the responsibilities associated with responsible ownership of bringing home this new friend for the family. Who's going to take care of the cat? Basically, the kittens are going to need to have their litter boxes changed. They're going to require to be fed more often than maybe an adult kitten. Veterinary visits initially may be a little bit more frequent than with an adult cat, to the terms of maybe every 3 or 4 weeks for the first few months of their life. Another important consideration is veterinary costs. Many of our clients will be very good-natured and go and adopt with the intention of adopting one kitten, come home with 2 or 3. So another very important consideration is, do you have the space for 2 or 3 kittens at one time? Remember that as they become adult cats, each cat is going to need a litter box plus 1. So 3 kittens would translate to eventually 4 litter boxes. Do you have the space to manage 4 litter boxes in your home? And obviously, kittens will need their space. So when you finally made that decision to come home with your new kitten or new kittens, we have to make sure that the home has also been prepared for welcoming these new family members. The thing that we like to emphasize to our clients is, get down on the ground if you have to. Look at your house through the eyes of your kitten. What can be at ground level that could be potentially dangerous for them? Things that we are concerned with, obviously, are power cords. You want to try to put them in places that are a little bit elevated if you have them plugged into walls. Strings shouldn't be left out. Dental floss, these are all things that they can get into. Make sure that your garbage cans are secured. These guys can be like little pack rats and find ways to get into such places. We want to make sure that you're not leaving things around such as needlework, coins, hair bungees, rubber bands. And I mention all these because many of these things we ended up having to remove surgically from kittens that got into them. So these are all very, very important things to consider before you introduce your new kitten to the home. One thing also that I'd like to emphasize is plants. You need to make sure that the plants are not at a level where the kittens can reach and potentially chew on the leaves, and absolutely make certain that you don't have any toxic plants in your house. There are various good sources of information on the web regarding cat-safe plants. I encourage all of you to go and look at that list and find out what plants in your home could be potentially dangerous to your kittens. The nutritional requirements of our kittens can be a little bit different. For example, for this little kitten here, usually when they're around 3 or 4 weeks, if they were found, need to be fostered, and that fostering would require that they receive basically a milk replacer, and they become bottle fed until they can be transitioned to solid foods. Usually, we try to do that at around 7 to 8 weeks is when they should be on a regular kitten diet. Kitten diets basically are a little bit different than adult diets, in the sense that these guys have a little bit more nutritional energy requirements, a little bit different protein requirements than some of our adult cats, essentially because they need to do all of their development and growing within that first year of life. They'll transition to being an adult at about a year of life. So basically the recommendations that we have for kittens, not this size, but around 8-9 weeks of age, that you look first at the kitten bag of food or canned food and follow the manufacturer recommendations and keep them on that diet till they're about almost a year old, and then slowly transition them over to an adult food. Usually we recommend Monday you're feeding 25% of the new diet or adult formula, and you're going to then increase it, let's say by Wednesday 50-50, by Friday, Saturday 75% new adult food, by Monday you're 100% on just the adult food. This also can be spread apart even more. The important thing is that we don't make an abrupt or immediate transition from kitten food to adult food. We also recommend that when you're touching, we get this little guy here, that you should touch their feet. Not play with their feet or use your hands as something that they can attack or chase after, because that can be a problem later on in life, but just gently rubbing their feet. This will be extremely beneficial throughout their life, because it'll enable you to touch their feet and possibly clip their nails off. And about every 2 to 3 weeks, most cats are going to need their nails trimmed. Other very important recommendations as they get older, usually around 5 or 6 months, it's recommended that you start to get them used to maybe having their little mouths opened up and teeth brushed using a pediatric toothbrush is usually what we recommend, with soft bristles. And it doesn't have to be a full teeth cleaning, but just basically get in there and just try to rub their teeth for even a few seconds. If you're going to use toothpaste, never use human. Always try to get a pet toothpaste, which is widely available in most of our pet stores or online, or your veterinarian may also carry some brands. Owning a new kitten can be a very, very fun, exciting, welcome addition to your family. Watching them discover life is something that is truly unique. Make sure that when the adoption has occurred that you speak to your veterinarian, if not the same day, as soon as you can get them there, just to make sure that we're going to get them off to a healthy start, and that if there is anything that needs to be addressed, it's addressed early. Something that we definitely want to do is make sure that they stay healthy and that they spend a long time giving you lots of joy and fun.
If you'd like to help support Take Paws through sponsorship or by making a donation, call 754-321-1000 or go to BECON-TV.